Hi gang, Scott here. I have a quick tip for you in ON1 Effects about using the overlay blend mode to give a little pop to your photos. And despite the term blending mode, we're not talking layers here. This is something you can do directly with your effects filters. So it's a nice finishing touch to a lot of photos. Just adds a nice extra pop. I use it quite often on my landscape work. And so I'll show you how this technique works, how to do it, and then we'll take another round and explain what's going on underneath the covers. Really quick, if you are an effects user, you want to get more out of using effects to style your photos, I've got a video course, 10 lessons using effects to style and craft and really shape your final image. I'll put a link in the show notes, a little button popping up over here. Go check it out if you're an effects user. I think you'll really enjoy the course. So this overlay blend mode, let me just show you the technique here, right? So I've got this photo here. I've done my work on it and I've added a couple of filters and I'm just about finished up, but I want extra pop. And so what I'm going to do, add a filter. I'll use color enhancer. I'll explain why in a little while. Hit this gear menu, and here we have the blending options. I'm going to change that to overlay. The photo looks terrible. Lower the opacity down to in the neighborhood of 20 to 25%. So we've done a color enhancer, overlay mode, 25%. Before and after. That's it. That's the technique in a nutshell. And you can save this as a style into a filter. I've actually done that with the color enhancer. I'll actually do it again right now. I removed it just a minute ago, but I could say, SDP, I always prefix things with SDP for me. Overlay pop, great, right? So I save that. The next time I come in here, add a filter, color enhancer, I just go right here, boom, and I'm done. And I get this nice increase in richness, in contrast, the color gets a boost. It's a really great technique for a whole lot of photos. So that's how we do things. So what's really going on here? What's happening with this overlay mode? Because the first thing you'll probably ask is, Scott, you didn't touch a slider. Nothing changed. You didn't do anything except change the blend mode. Why is that making this gigantic change to the photo? So the answer is, what's the overlay blend mode doing? And let me take a step back and explain this in more of a classic term, like when we're doing layered workflow. And this overlay blend mode was a common way to add contrast and color like we're seeing here. What you would do is take your layer, then you would duplicate that full set of pixels, and then change the blend mode to overlay and adjust its strength. And what that does is overlay kind of increases darks. It makes darks darker, it makes brights brighter, and as a result we get a little more contrast, we get more richness. Now we didn't use layers here, so what's going on? Let me collapse this here. So before this color enhancer, let's go ahead through the whole stack here. I added contrast. Great, I added contrast at my dynamic contrast there. I added a vignette. And now, if you're thinking about this from the bottom up, I added contrast. The results of adding the contrast, a new set of pixels got fed into vignette. We added a vignette, and the result of those two combined are the pixels that we are looking at on the screen right now. Well, that's the thing that feeds into the next filter up, color enhancer. So what are we doing with that color enhancer? We're not changing the colors. We're changing how it blends with the sum total of what is below it. And we're using that overlay. So we're making the darks darker, making the brights brighter. Things get a little bit richer, a little bit just nicer, just overall really nice pop. So that is everything. One more time, just to drive this home, you're going to add a color enhancer filter. Why color enhancer? By default, there is no change. If I had left this as normal, before and after, the reason I like color enhancer is the default is no change. The sliders are all at the 0 position, so it makes it a very convenient filter to do this with. You come in, do that, change to overlay, and by default it'll be really strong. And I found somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 25% is a good amount of this blend, and we get this nice, wonderful pop. So that's the tip. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you can use it on your photos. Got any questions? Go ahead and drop them below. And until next time, my name's Scott Davenport. Have fun.